I was 19 years old when a simple phrase changed my life forever. I was living on my own in a small apartment in one of the smallest and most conservative areas of East Tennessee. Late one Friday night, I heard a knock at my door. I wasn't prepared for the vision that stood in front of me. Sequins, shiny sequins. I was almost blinded by the pink sequin dress. But my eyes took in the rest of the image in equal splendor and amazement. Wearing the floor-length gown was a man, well, a boy. He was my age, about 19. He had the largest teeth I had ever seen in someone's face. He had the thickest glasses known to mankind and the wildest, craziest mop of curly brown hair. "Hi, I'm Jimmy Joe Freets. You got any rings I can borrow?" I must have looked as confused as I felt because he repeated it again slowly. "Hi, I'm Jimmy Joe Fritz. You got any earrings I can borrow?" Well, that was the beginning of quite an adventure with Jimmy Joe Fritz, East Tennessee's worst drag queen ever. Jimmy Joe kept us all entertained. He never backed down, he never minced words, and he always was painfully honest. He fell in love with an old redneck named Gene who lived in our building, and after a short, tumultuous love affair, the relationship was falling apart in front of our eyes. One evening, they were arguing in the foyer of our apartment building. Gene was demanding to know why Jimmy Joe was leaving him. He yelled, "Jimmy Joe, you are kissing and hugging me one day and kicking me out the next. What you got to say for yourself?" And Jimmy Joe didn't even pause as he said the words that would change my life. "Alls I got to say is life's hard and life ain't fair. What you gonna do about it?" Those words. Those words. Bam! Life is hard and life ain't fair. What are you going to do about it? In that moment, I realized all of my self pity up to that point about my own horrific childhood and problems was in vain because life is hard and life ain't fair. All of my questioning God about why did I have to suffer? It was answered in those simple words. Life is hard and life ain't fair. All of my time spent lamenting, it was wasted time because the bitterness of life is, well, inevitable. What can we do about it? Fast forward 17 years. I was 36 and I found myself a happily married woman and the mother of three perfectly healthy boys. My youngest was 8. Sorry, my oldest was 8, and he needed a simple tonsillectomy. That turned into multiple post tonsillectomy bleeds, and then a month in and out of Children's Hospital, eventually ending with a diagnosis of hemophilia B for 2 of my 3 boys. Every one of you know this one. Life is hard and life ain't fair, right? What were we going to do about it? Well, we buckled in. We started learning, we reached out for help, we joined forums and groups like this one. We researched medicines and found a place where we could plug in and learn how to best thrive in spite of this diagnosis. We equipped ourselves. That's what we did about it. We were ready. Fast forward, 2015. I was 38 years old and the phone rang. It was the phone call. The phone call. I watched my husband's face as his doctor told him. Cancer. Immediate surgery. Stage 4. More information to come. Life is hard. Life ain't fair. What are we going to do about it? My husband and I, we sat down immediately. We began planning for a future without him in it, while researching every possible trial and medication to keep him with us as long as possible. We decided we would focus on the positive things we could in each day to keep us from falling apart. When we found ourselves wallowing in self-pity, we reminded one another that we were never promised anything more. We knew life was hard. We knew it wasn't fair. And our job was to make the most of it. We did that as long as possible. Until 2016, weeks before my 40th birthday, cancer took him from us. Life is hard. Life ain't fair. What are you going to do about it? Fast forward, 2019. I was almost 43 years old, had found love again. It was amazing. Together, we have 5 kids, and laughter filled our hearts and our home. We found out my husband, who had just turned 40, needed open heart surgery. People around us were shocked. I saw the pity on their faces as I prepared once again to become a caretaker. But you know what? We prepared for the surgery. We learned about the surgery. We prepared ourselves for how to handle it in the end. We got through it. Then came 2020. Life is hard. Life's not fair. What are you going to do about it?